Hello, my last gamer. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I'll just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, let's continue the development of China. I'm actually going to start saving up money to invest into a mass university construction. I could get a lot of scriptoriums together, running a metric ton of books. I should probably put a hospital in the capital. Was construction yards a thing yet? No, but we got Confucian schools. Mm. Yeah, because I'm just gonna heavily invest in the economy of the capital. There'll be 40,000 new taxpayers, because the peasants, from what I remember, don't really pay that much taxes, or if all at all. I'm probably about to start mass migration into the capital and how many jobs that are available. We're gonna put it into stability. promote the state religion. Tax evasion in general is a problem that plagues our ancestors. By compiling registers for districts, provinces will keep better track of the taxes in central government. Every plot, this taxation is largely determined based on the grain yield for every plot that undergoes the survey. Just so it's a guaranteed push through. Okay, now I'm gonna seriously stockpile for universities. there's many rivers and diverse domain, hail to prosperity for often than not in an attempt to harness their affluence, show constructing infrastructure networks in order to provide water and transportation between rivers and our inland settlements. Declare that Young's entering a new era of prosperity. To signify a new era, we have a new monument to create and reflect our grandeur of the current dynasty. Though many different projects we could undertake, the favorite seems to be the idea of massive pagoda in the heart of the city. Pour funds into it, 5,000 ducats, but it gives them one whole development. Demands for porcelain, -89. Okay, we are doing slow conversion across the entirety of the empire, for the most part, into Wu. I don't need to unite China. China is essentially united right now. Currently moving through the 𝓖𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓽 Rebellion crisis. I've already fought all of the breakaway states, and I've destroyed all of them. The problem is, the end requirement wants me to get 50% mandate power. And that ain't happening, so I'm just gonna wait for the Age of Discovery to end the crisis. Because the current amount of money I would have to pour into the mandate per month just to make it grow is 2,000 ducats. I can't even afford that. Not even if I tried to pull together all of the money of China. I can't afford that per month. And maybe I could make that if I just inflated my currency in our existence, but no. And the big contributors to this massive amount of money I would have to pay are Korea and Vietnam. Like, the funny thing about the whole mandate of China, physically I cannot run it. So I just have to ignore its existence. I only recently in the 1400s really stabilized everything to get money being made, because I haven't really been able to develop that much. Well, funny you should say that. I did convert over to Woo. And it also changed my flag over to this flag once I converted my culture. And I also converted to the more dominant religion. Because what, it has more literacy gain from its existence, and also it's more prevalent than the old religion. I'm trying to remember what it was. I've also started to restore the Great Wall. It takes like 5 years per. And I've realized, unless I'm missing something, I actually have a theoretical chance of spawning the printing press if I can get universities up before it happens. Ooh, I almost forgot the very massive important thing of it needs to produce 5 paper. Alright, paper guilds, go! What am I doing? Of course. Oh, yeah, I do have to agree. I am trying to convert culture around to get cores together, and that is taking forever. I also moved the capital down here for a reason, because it is more centralized, and it also puts it on a bunch of these rivers that it can push its dominance and control everywhere. Because the old capital being up here, it's kind of stupid, because it's like completely isolated essentially from the entirety of the empire. I just have to find the 50 development province. There it is. Because like there's no rivers, there's no nothing. There's a road off of the capital, but other than that, it's meh. And down here it's more populated, so I can have a higher tax base. This is the capital development projects. I only need a casual 68,000 laborers. I also have made it where I only can tax the peasants. I made the nobility scholars, so they don't have to pay tax. I then exempted the clergy from tax to get that bonus to research permanently all the time. And then I recently decided to exempt the burghers from tax so they can start building roads everywhere for me. Because they weren't making money while taxed. And so them being free of taxes, and also then allows me to produce more goods, have a higher trade efficiency all the time, plus the tax efficiency is up through the roof right now. And I can mint so much. I mint 15% on gold. Oh, add, add. Do, do. It's time to make more paper. I'm gonna focus heavily on getting this market papered up. Funny thing is, I did because of how I like to give up estate privileges. Trade is just not worth it to invest in unless I want to go high crown power. Because I at max I make 100 ducats, and I make so much more from just focusing on the peasantry and having them exist more for more tax base than anything else. So I don't think I probably will expand the current internal Chinese like marketplaces for a very long time, because we already pushed around a bunch of our goods already. I also had to collapse a bunch of the markets because I realized they were too segmented and they weren't, because like I couldn't get wood right here because the wood was all down here and there's like one tile in that market, so I had to collapse a whole bunch of markets to get things to flow properly in terms of goods and services. I should also probably start getting a lot of scriptoriums together. For the upcoming mass amounts of... Yeah, overseas trade, yeah, when the certain really valuable goods start being traded out, that's going to be a massive boost to trade, because a lot of the current items to trade aren't that valuable. Also, with me in charge of China, because I noticed AI China just basically does not develop itself. There's almost nothing to trade if it survives and maintains itself. So like tea and like really valuable items that could be traded from China, you just can't trade. Unless you're going to... Well, even... I don't even think gunboat diplomacy helps be able to forcibly trade it, because there's nothing to trade because the Chinese eat all of it. How many books are in this market? I want to know. Because I'm doing a massive book drive. We do have a surplus of them. But I'm going to need so many more once I start constructing universities. Oh yeah, the lacquered stuff. Yeah, no, that is so valuable. Because I can make those workshops. Wait, cancel all those. They're currently in the way of where I'm trying. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Did I accidentally close the lacquer shops? No, I think they're just not profitable right now for whatever reason. Yeah, they're just not profitable. Yeah, because I noticed there a lot of the teas just produced in China. So let me go to the resource map mode. I believe where's the tea? There's the tea. Yeah, because like I don't see a single tea province in India. I'm assuming there's a lot of spices are. Oh, Primors, yeah. Pre-stability, let's go! What is the literacy of the peasants? Of the peasantry? 32%! And it goes up to 38. Let's go. Alright, no, I was assimilating these territories. The pre-colonial period, India, Asia, tea trade was between... Yeah, makes sense. Because as economies develop over time and things get changed around. I don't have diplomats, so I need you to marry... You suck. You suck as an heir. I'm assuming you're the only adult heir right now. Oh yeah, government reform. Also, I did have the option to reject the power of the eunuchs, so I have done that because I do remember something slight about the history of China. That the eunuchs become kind of a massive problem. I think I'm gonna do plutocratic egos because I do want to try to switch over to plutocracy. 嗯 Technically, I do want aristocrats over plutocracy because it has more benefits of just discipline alone. Because I don't really have to care about cost of court unless I am dealing with a legitimacy loss. But trade efficiency is pretty nice. What is my current trade efficiency? 12.5%. But also start striking at the power of the nobles. Because if I can get that. Hmm. Well, I could just make my taxes more efficient as well. But I could do that. Actually, isn't there other ones I could do? As far as my humanist. No, where? Hmm. Intru That is negative 50% state power across the board. I just really do want higher. The problem is I need to get 50 value at a naval, and that takes a lot of effort. Mm. Mm. I guess I could focus on aristocracy. I'll give nobles a bit more power than I'd want, but more just enable Empress, the daughter of heaven. She's also a passionate scholar, creating grand encyclopedia is one part of her grand ambition. Now, sure, why not? I will have to take a temporary loan. But research is research. Mm. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stockpile all the funds I can for universities. Rip, dangerous ideas of shredding. Lose 12 stability. Alright, when's the... It's in 37. You're down to January 32. I need to go check if I can build any more sections of the Great Wall. Another wonderful parliament time. How old is the Empress? 41. Sure, we'll support the state, because I don't see anything else I want. Wait, no, naval infrastructure. Request additional taxes. And I am making... do I have a trained army to back up the Empire? Yes, I have 2,050 soldiers to defend the Empire of China. The main reason why I'm just currently not concerned about it is I have the Chinese problem. I have 270,000 men I can just raise out of the ground as a peasant army to just defend the Empire. So I'm just like not concerned to getting regulars. I do understand that it will affect my economy pretty heavily if I raise all of my troops, but it is a very great deterrent from anyone attacking me. It's like, oh, I can raise up 200,000 population. So I've been neglecting my army in terms of building it up to strength. I've also been trying not to build it up too much because I don't want to gain the land modifier. I'm trying to get harbor administration so I can administrate. Because that's also why my capital's on the coast. As I want to get a more approximate the capital around here to maybe even start like moving it down over here, because I also am annexing Korea. It's gonna be done in 1469. It will probably speed up once I get the 8 million universities I plan to build, because my influence, or my culture's influence, should skyrocket. But the funny thing is, well, I was the Mongol, technically. I had the Mongol culture, and then I just converted to Chinese. I know it would be really stupid if I could do that to, like, avoid the Red Turban Rebellion, but I kind of feel like, okay, like, the Mongols... I do understand it was a very precarious situation where, like, the Empire was going to implode. It probably didn't matter if it converted, but it'd be very funny, like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna turn Chinese now. We're going to accept Chinese culture and religion. Please don't explode. I do have enough control on its own, and with being humanist, or not, well, for not that specific province. I think I am slowly converting everyone to Wu. So Wu's gonna Wu probably won't replace everybody, because unless I get a way to mass culture convert, yeah. I also finally got a navy together, probably like a couple decades ago, of just basic ships, and I put down the Pirate Republic. Technically, they're still a Pirate Republic, but they're my Pirate Republic, so they can't keep reading me. All right, now it's time to build 8 million universities. It's time for the book market to implode. I'm gonna subsidize all of the paper makers. Oh, it's financial loss. Okay, never mind. I don't need to subsidize them. Alright, so Confucian Academy. Ah, that local pop potion definitely would help a lot. Oh yeah, Japan exploded. 8 million bits. Whenever I get satisfied how internally China's doing, I probably have to start trying to invade Japan. Pay off the peasants. I like keeping my stability now since I'm in the positive. If I was under the positive, I wouldn't care. Taiwan? Let me go. Yeah, no, I own Taiwan. Or I am colonizing Taiwan. I saw the Japanese start trying to colonize Taiwan, and I was like, no, you're not doing that. Alright, so literacy is going up pretty fast now because we've got universities popping up. Wait, I forgot to do the education edict. I'm gonna still go with the education of the people. A bit more innovative, some more humanist, and some literacy for the lower folks as well. I have explorers again. Now they'll just explore everywhere. But now I'm going to start expanding the university network outside of the capital region for the specific purpose of gaining more influence. Knowledge is power. Because, boom! We already got 20 influence from the capital region, or capital market. And then not all of them are even done yet. So wait, they can both have Confucian academies and schools? Oh, Confucian schools are max local everyone. Alright, so that is a primary government mandated, everyone must have this school everywhere in every city. Wait, are the estates building a Panama Canal? No. I need to expand more Confucius schools everywhere. other than the current crown princes in line of succession. I think it's the daughter. Not exactly better. The rule of our great dynasty is foremost responsibility of the Empress. The members of the dynasty have past pride themselves in leading through example, observing strict etiquette, personal austerity, and carefully weeding out those that do not conform to this ideal. Therefore, a heavy heart that the current crown prince has observed the development, or the Empress, wait, that's, yeah, the Empress, observed development in the crown prince, far from ideal man. Crown Prince is often described by his teachers as a petty, focused on immediate gain and emotional pleasures. There are, however, factions of the court that would must be made if we abandoned him, and the new crown prince would not have their support. I don't want to explode my stability. The Golden Horde are in a civil war. Not my problem. France has hard expanded into the Empire, it looks like. I guess they can still raid me, even if, you know, they're my vassal. Mhm. Get rid of nah, prestige is fucking easy to come by. Legitimacy is the hardest thing. That eats like so much money to maintain legitimacy of the government. Whenever we go under. Mm, 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 mm. Well, it's colony time. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. So if I do that, I would get, well, that makes the bonobo a little more happy. Elective succession that I could have. Because technically, if someone is just better, they could be elected to the position, unlike my family that's currently on. As much as I would love to curtail the nobility, the benefits for curtailing them is just basically not worth it. There's no real point. As I don't need the centralization, I can't really tax them. And it just pisses them off. What's my fortification, mate? 100 ducats. He'll most likely die before the Empress dies. If he doesn't, that'd be very fucking awkward. But it's elective succession anyway, so that means even if he does not die, it also does mean I want as many kids as physically possible to increase the chance of someone that is a genius that gets a 8 bajillion score. Oh no, we're gonna lose 5%. Instantly, the pike and shot happened in my Marno. Alright, let's see. I probably will be doing quest for the diplomatic path. It really depends on what's in here. The only thing that has me tempted is the missionary schools. Does that allow me to unify my religion faster? Okay, allow me to unify my religion faster in my own territory. Well, it's already essentially unified everywhere in my own territory. Decades have passed since the first rebellion rose up against the Mongolian rule over China. Countless lives have been lost. The conflict yet Yan still persists. While the rebellion's warlord keeps their grip over their territories, in the end, neither side is capable of unifying China. There was technically no other side. The kingdom forever shattered. I kind of won. It maybe glitched out because I converted to Wu. Mm, yeah, whenever the boys come together, I am so stealing. If I can get the, if we ever get that far, I'm so stealing the printing press because there's no way I'm not getting the printing press. When every single Chinese city is on the board for getting the printing press, it is going to be hyper low that I don't get it. Oh yeah, since we do have that new assimilation thing, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Red coordinates. What time is it? It's 10:30. Ah, there can only be one assimilate area per time. It would be very, very, very good if I could do that multiple times. Whoops. Because I only want people of my family as ministers for more crown power. Mm. Game's risen. Game's hard frozen. Anyway, that'll be it for the YouTube side of things. So bye. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy.